Good morning, everybody. It's Takeaway Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kovirgich, but don't worry. All you need to remember is Northern Stamper. I know it's backwards, but that's okay. Thank you for joining me. I am so glad that you're here. What a day. I got to tell you, what a day. Today kicks off a whole new bunch of great stuff that is going on with Stampin' Up. I'm very excited. They got new releases coming in the online exclusive. My goodness, you should see what they got. They just released a brand new kit in the kit collection, so that's fantastic. But you know what? Best of all, this is what you've been waiting for. Okay. All right. Got to tell you. Choose 35%. So this is what you've been waiting for. This is a join bonus. This is when you want to get on join bonus, okay? Choose either 35% off the total value of a kit. Okay, so you can either, save yourself some money if you're, save 35% off. So that comes to about, what, $89 to get the starter kit. So you can choose 35% off. And that comes to a total, like what you get in the kit itself is $357 worth of goods. Okay, I'm going to talk about more about what that is. So you can either save 30% off, so that's about a starter kit of about $89 Canadian, or you can get 35% more in your kit for the price of this. So the $135. So this is $130. You pay $135. You get 35% more. The total value is $414 because they've got some really great extras that they're adding in. So if you're on the fence, if you need to save some money and you're looking at the starter kit and, you've got a whole bunch of stuff in here that you just love. And, you might have limited funds, or you're not sure if you want to start and you want to start at a low price. Start with the first option, okay? Great option, $89. You get $165 worth of goods, like you can choose up to, but you get extra stuff in there. Now, why does it say, the amount is different? What they're also throwing in is $103 value, which is called Onstage. Now, Onstage is a place where we kind of all get together as demonstrators and make cards and learn stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So the registration fee, they're adding that in. So, for $89, you're going to get a lot more. But here's the trick, okay? For $135, okay, choose this option. Choose to get 35% more in your product, okay? So if you're on the fence, if you've never bought anything, this is the time to add the Stampin' Boss machine to your kit. This is the only way you're going to get it as the best price, $135. You add that into your kit. You also get Onstage, which is $103. You get still, I think that's an extra $55 on top on product that you can add into your kit. So make sure you choose bundles always. There's always a strategy to each option you choose, okay? So I don't want to go too much into it because it does get confusing. Drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. I just wanted to let you know about those because that is really a great deal for the month of October. Also, if you join with my team, we do have a lot of team activities that we do. There's a team meeting, there's special team gatherings. This Thursday, we're going out for a team dinner and a crafting event where we're making festive tags and kits. Very excited for this. This is a kit that is really super duper cute. So it's we're going to be doing this at our team meeting, at our dinner. Also, what I'm going to be doing with this festive tags next week, watch next week, I'm going to make alternative cards with this, okay? I love that. Now, I did make some alternative cards with this month's paper pumpkin, and I gotta show you. They turned out super cute. Check out that paper pumpkin. Hey, it's actually got a paper pumpkin on it. So I made alternatives from the kit that I got. Now, I was gonna, 1, 2, like check that out. So you can follow along the instructions, or you can just follow along with me and do something different. Now, I did have down the rabbit hole, but unfortunately some things kind of got a little off track, got a little off kilter. So check that out. What these great products. Don't you love it? So Takeaway Tuesday, we are going to be making some great cards too, but I wanted to show these ones off. So that one actually stands up a little bit. And whoops, stands up. Oh, there we go. In the pumpkin. Stands up like that. Anyways, they're super cute. And we're going to be making alternatives with this kit here. So just to let you know. So if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. If there's things from the catalogs you want, you got questions, give me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. But you are here to make a card, and we're going to make a card. You're going to love it. We're going to be using designer series paper, and this is a great card to use if you have scraps. Who doesn't have scraps? I don't know. I always have a ton of scraps. Okay, but I wanted to show you a couple of cards we did this weekend. I had some team members come over and we did some cards. Check that out. Lots of fun. Okay, this is not a Stampin' Up! Card, but I thought it was just too cute to show off. Like, that is so funny. Anyways, let's get started. Let's go for a little ride onto the camera mount. And let's go. Okay. All right, there we go. If you need anything, please drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. In the meantime, let's get going. And what you're going to need today, I'm going to be using this punch for the sentiment. This is a new punch coming out. Great shape, love it. Always love anything that has a shape, and that is a punch. I'm going to be using Pretty Peacock for my ink color today. Okay. And what we're going to do is you're going to help me decide on color bases, because I'm not sure what color base I want to use yet. So I've got it all in my little package here. And what we're using today is pretty paper that is called Designer Series paper from the mini catalog. Now, did you know, comment below if you knew this, Designer Series paper is called Designer Series paper because the designers at Stampin' Up! Actually designed the paper themselves, and hence Designer Series paper, as opposed to just pretty paper. So I'm going to have a choice of the card base, either Wild Wheat, oops, let's get more space, or Pretty Peacock. I'm not sure. You're going to help me decide. Okay, so we got our card base. Let's get this out of the way. Got our card base over there. I got a little piece of Wild Wheat ribbon. I got 2 pieces. The white is for the sentiment. The Wild Wheat cardstock is for like a frame behind the sentiment. Okay, got that over to the side. And I've got some pieces that I have cut. Okay, so there's some pieces, there's some squares, and I chose it from a walk in the forest, walk in the park. Sorry. But I thought these were really, really cute to work with. So I have some little designs cuts here. All right. Hello from France. Oh my goodness. Hello, France. Bonjour. Comment ça va? That's about as French as I can get. Anyways, so we have a piece of basic white, and that will fit right on top. I have 2 pieces for, whoa, look at that. One on the inside. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm throwing things around here. I got 1 piece for the outside, and I'm going to put that on later, so you're going to help me decide from that. And the other piece, so what we're going to do is we're going to lay our designer pieces on here. Now they're pre-cut. I'm just going to lay them on and just kind of design, just, you know, just kind of pop some on. Take a look at both sides and see which one I like the best. Move them around. Oh, I like this side better. This is great for using up little bits of scrap. So now it's going to be a little tight, so the area in between each square is very, very small. Okay, just to let you know. Let's do this. I'm just popping them on right now because I'm not really sure where I want everything. think I want this one up here. Move it around. Take a look on the other side. Always look on the other side of your papers and see what you got. I'm just kind of moving them around. Just laying these out. Oh, look, we got two of the same. So I'm making sure that these two are not close together so they're not competing with each other. And I can see that they all fit. And you can notice there's a small frame around the edge and in between each piece of designer series paper. Okay, so I just wanted to show that. And you might want to move these around, but they should be all kind of, set up the way that you like. I kind of like the way that this is set up. So I'm just going to carefully pick up one piece, and I'm going to start in one corner and work down. So I'm going to take up this one piece, and I'm going to put the adhesive on, and I'm going to lay it down, and that's going to be my beginner point. So I want to have it far enough over to make a very thin mat around the edge. So I'm not going to do this one, because if I kind of work my way over, it might get kind of offset. So I'm going to start on the one on the far side. So I started on that one, and I'm going to start on the one on the far side so I can kind of measure and place it thereabouts in the same area. Now this one will be able to, I might be able to shift back and forth either left or right if I have to, depending on the width I want between the designer series paper. All right, so I'm going to lay that down. I'm eyeballing it. So now it's got about an equal depth or width in between, and it's kind of following along the top. Again, I'm going to do that for the bottom one here, because I know that this one's going to stay. This is kind of like a little puzzle here. And I'm going to line it up. Again, a very thin edge. I'm going to eyeball it down. There we go. Nice thin edge. And everything else is going to build beyond that. So let's go with the one in the center. Add that. You know what? I love this paper. There's a couple of pieces in this designer series paper that actually works really well for Christmas. But I think these are really happy colors. This one in particular that I'm picking up with this little rose actually does turn out to be a really nice Christmas card. Again, I'm so excited, I'm throwing things around. So I'm going to pop that in, and I'm going to place it around the edge. And I'm going to try and eyeball it as best as I can. I want to make it try and even as I can. There we go. Again, see, we can work on this one. And I'm going to be making this kind of a thank you, happy birthday kind of card. I'm not quite ready for Christmas quite yet, but we're getting there. The last one is in the center. Okay, so I'm going to pop it in there. Again, look at that. They all turned out really well. So if you take your time and by laying the first piece and using that to kind of work the other ones, everything will come together. Okay, so I have this, and what I want to do is I'm going to place it on a card base, but I wasn't sure. You're going to help me decide. Let's see. Should I put it on Pretty Peacock? See, it kind of brings out, let's see, it's a little darker. Just going to put the white underneath. It's a little darker, kind of picks up the colors here. Or should I do a Wild Wheat? That kind of picks up the little bits of flower in here. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to let you decide which card base we're going to do in the meantime. So should it be Wild Wheat? I don't know. Or should it be Pretty Peacock? There we go. You really can see it more when it's backed onto something a little darker, but I'm going to let you decide on which was that. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to my sentiment. Okay, I got a piece of sentiment here, and I'm using one of the stamp sets from the online exclusive Irresistible Blooms, and I'm going to just use this thank you here. I like the script on that, and you can tell, oh my heavens, I haven't even opened this. I haven't cracked it open. I haven't cracked it open. So this is one stamp set that has not gotten love yet. So we're going to have to like love this set coming up in the next little while. So let's get that off. I'm just going to take the backing off. Wow. This is impromptu. I did not expect to do that. And when you get a red rubber stamp, so this is like red rubber, see this red rubber? What you need to do is kind of take some time and do some little assembly. So you're going to look on the back there and it's just going to split open. Okay. I know some people, they place it on the block and, you know, do it that way, but I just kind of eyeball it here. I look along the edge and sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it overhangs. But I'm telling you, once you touch it down, that's it. You're making a commitment. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? I was going to show off what I had done on the weekend. My scrapbook. I finished my wedding scrapbook, which is kind of funny since I've been married over 25 years. There we go. I'm just going to put that on the block. Don't go away. I wanted to show you the wedding scrapbook that I did. And it turned out really, really nice. So I'll talk about that. Or maybe I should do another video on that. I don't know. So I'm going to ink it up. So I'm going to pat and turn. So you notice I'm just patting all over the ink pad. I don't spot in just one spot because what if there's just like a well of dry ink there, but it's all on the edges. So you kind of pat and turn. So that is very juicy. Notice it's along the edges, so be very careful. Is to, when you're stamping, go straight up and down with red rubber. Don't press and rock, okay? Don't press like really, really hard. So I'm going to press one, down, and up. Turned out great. If I did make a mistake with a little bit of imaging around, I would have just flipped this over, okay? And sometimes that happens. I don't know about you, but sometimes that happens to me, and, well, that's what paper's all about. There's always another side. Okay. Hey, that sounds like Hammy Hamster kind of reference. I am going to take this new punch that they come out. Oh my goodness. I love this. All right. This punch is awesome. I got to tell you. And we're going to be using this a ton this weekend at World Card Making Day. Love the punch. Look at that shape. Oh, I can't get over it. Just love it. So I'm going to be cutting another piece out. Ooh. If I do that in this color, I'm committing to a wild wheat. And somebody suggested Pretty Peacock. And you know what? I agree with Pretty Peacock. I think Christine says we should go with Pretty Peacock. And I think I agree with her. Let's go with Pretty Peacock. Okay. I cut that out. Now, if I lay this on top, it is exactly the same size. Now, you can't very well see it. I could put it off to one side, but I kind of want it on both. Now let's get a little bit of white underneath so you can see. I want it on both. So it's okay like that, but then I'm wasting a lot of this bottom portion. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this. Okay. And I'm going to make the most of it. So I'm going to I'm eyeballing it. I'm working it out. I don't want these little corners to peek up because it kind of gives like a harsh little line there. So you want to tuck those in and hide that. Okay. I want to just kind of do a little bit of that. I'm going to glue that. And whoops. I'm going to just kind of place that on top. Again, hiding those ends, right? You don't want to see those ends. So they're hidden underneath. Again, I'm going to take this side. And I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. You know what? That was backwards. Is that the right way? Looks right. Again, I'm going to hide those ends. Okay, there's a little sharp there, so I'm going to twist it a little bit. When I lay it down, I'm going to be working that. I don't want you to see those sharp little edges. Okay, let's place that in. Working it. There we go. Hey, that fit in really well. So I hid them behind, but I extended the label a little bit more. Okay. All right. So Christine says we should use Pretty Peacock. Let's go with Pretty Peacock there. Okay, so I'm going to place that right on top. Oh my gosh, that looks really nice. Love that color. I also like wild wheat, but I don't know, with this paper, this really adds it. And because the white is already so large, it's going to make a very thin edge all the way around. Okay, so you can see this small edge all the way around. And we can place that on top. Now, we can leave it that way. Let's see if we got, what ribbon we got. We got wild wheat. I'm going in my bin here. Let's see what we got here. I don't have any Pretty Peacock ribbon, so let's see what we can... Hey, that one works actually really nice too. I don't know. There's that. There's that. That would definitely... Hey, why don't we use more than one color? What else have we got here? Oh, how about this one? Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll just go with this one. Forget these ones and go with that. So I want you to know that you can actually use different ribbons with what you have. Oh my goodness, look at this. We got some twine left over and I could tie it in with that. Ooh, what a great idea. I'm going to use this ribbon from the catalog. Because I only have this as much as I have, I'm going to fold it over. And if I have my tape here, I'm going to tape it down, but I'm also still going to use that twine. Let's add a little bit of tape. Place it on the back. Ooh, the piece of tape's a little bit too wide. There we go. Got the tape, gonna pop it off to the side. I'm gonna add that twine to the back. Oh, there we go. We still got more tape there. Tuck that under. Okay. Again, I only have a little bit, so I'm gonna try and get as much as I can onto that ribbon. There we go. Now that's okay. You know, I really like this. I'm gonna add a little bit of this to it. Who says that you can only use one type of ribbon on a card? Sometimes just adding more just makes it so much nicer. Okay, let's add some adhesive. And I'm just going to go back and forth just behind to give it a little bit. Okay, just like that. And a little bit on this side. We're going to go back and forth and add it behind that other piece of ribbon. Hopefully it'll look good. Sometimes I just make a card and wing it. There we go. Okay, now's the time to find out if it turns out okay. Oh, need some dimensionals first. I think this will turn out really nice. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. We're going to put that in the middle. There we go. Add some embellishments. Let's add some embellishments to that. Oh, and we can always add Wink of Stella. Where'd it go? It's hiding. Got Wink of Stella. And what embellishments? Oh, look at those little gold ones. These were from the festive tag kit. So these are leftovers. What else we got? Got some from the polar bear. No, they don't seem to match. Some from the other ones. Nope. Oh, these little blue ones seem to match because it picks up that blue there, so that's a possibility. I always like laying them down to see which ones match the best. Oh, could always just go like that. No, I think I'm having a hard time. Oh dear, I shouldn't do this to myself. I think I'll just go with these gold ones from a paper pumpkin that I have left over. All right, I shouldn't do this to myself. I give myself too many options and then I get in a quandary. That's one thing about crafting. I don't know. you find that when you have too many options, you get stuck? So let's see. Let's do a couple up here, a couple of down here. 1, 2. We'll do one up there. There we go. Hey, that actually looks really nice. You know what? We can always add a little bit of Wink of Stella. I'm just going to add it a little bit to the edge. I'm not going to be adding a lot. I just kind of want to give it a little bit of a shimmer. Okay, just along the edge. There we go. Hey, that turned out pretty good. So that's a pretty simple card using designer series paper. There we go. Now, if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. I wanted to show you my mock-up. I'm going to always show you my mock-up and my final result. So this was the card we made today with the pretty peacock, suggested by Christine. Oh my goodness, we forgot to do the inside. Let's glue the inside. Woo. Get that in there. Okay, pop that in. There we go. There we go. So this is today's card with the pretty peacock. And this was the initial mock-up with the wild wheat. Oh my goodness, like check out the difference in cards, okay? I think it looks really nice. Give me your comment which one you like the best. So I'm going to actually toss a little bit of white underneath so that you can see the difference. There we go. There's the wild wheat and there's the pretty peacock. Let me know which one you like the best below. Okay. Don't forget to send out your cards and to make your cards and to send them out. All right. So I wanted to show you that. What I'm going to do is I will actually do another live in about 5 minutes showcasing the scrapbook that I made for my wedding anniversary. I want to show you some ideas on that. But in the meantime, don't go away. Hold on. I'm going to say a proper goodbye. Whew. I like to say a proper goodbye because you know what? I appreciate you being here. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Let me know which one you enjoyed the most. Did you like the wild wheat or did you like the pretty peacock? Don't forget, if you have any questions about the starter kit, you live in Canada, this is the time to get it. I'm telling you, I am here to help you strategize and make the most of your money and your product. So drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. Until next time, take care.